Okay, we're rolling.
All right, so we never really did a video on the picnic table boat. You know, we really should do that. So we're gonna give you a tour of how it works and everything like that. I built this thing back, I don't know, probably 6-7 years ago. And I think it's actually one of the first picnic table boats in the world. But now there's lots of people making them. But I don't think they're as good as this one was and is. All right, so this is a pretty classic pontoon style build. This is all stainless steel. These are custom made cones in the front. And they're bolted to some 55-gallon plastic drums. And it's all bolted through the inside. And it holds water, you know, out really well because they're obviously drums. It's made to keep liquids inside, so which work pretty good. They're cheap, so you know, whatever. The frame is just a tubular steel, and it's sort of in the shape of the conventional picnic table lines, but obviously it needed to be steel just because it has to be pretty rigid on the water, otherwise it'll flex, and there's a lot of weight on it with people, so regular wood I didn't think would work. Plus there wasn't really a way to attach it to the stuff. You know, we got the mount for the umbrella. We go through about one a year because the wind seems to break them pretty regularly. Yeah, you can fit probably like 8 people. I think we've had about up to 8 people on it at a time, as long as they're smaller people. You're not really going anywhere when you're on a picnic table boat, so we just cruise around. We did flip this one over one time. It was like May, it was cold as hell out, but it still floated. That's the nice thing about it. It'll float whether it's...
No deaths either.
Yeah, no deaths either. We lost like sunglasses and a camera, I think. So this is cedar. This is white cedar, and it's actually due for a new varnish. The stuff I put on here didn't last very good at all. And I used that because pressure treated lumber, you know, is good to withstand water, but it's also very heavy. So this whole boat it's pretty light, which is good when you're trying to pull it in on the boat and stuff. And it's like it's what they make those old chests out of, so it's a really good smell. This is our fuel tank. We just run a little half keg. It works great. Just welded on you know, the cap. This is your level gauge. And then it just has a line running back to the fuel, to the carburetor. The backwood, what we run for power is it's an old 1960s Evinrude. It's a 9.5 horsepower. Really is all the power we need on the boat. You know, you can cruise around pretty comfortably with it. It's just a 2-stroke, and it's actually an excellent, excellent motor.
This is it for us. We're fine.
You basically just ride it like this, and you're just steering or drinking beer or whatever, and you know, it's nice. And you get your feet dangling in the water, but you're comfortable otherwise.
See you, suckers.
So really, pretty nice. Anyways, this boat is legally registered. So basically, it is registered though. It's a homemade. It's actually pretty easy to do with boats in New York, believe it or not. Yeah, basically a sheriff will come out and look to see if you have any stolen parts on it. All of these parts are stolen, but they didn't catch on.
You'll never know.
I really encourage people to build them for themselves if they're so inclined to do. You know, that's just how I built mine, so you can build them any way you want. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, there's nothing else. There's nothing else with it. It's just a boat.